What's going on, you guys? So we back again for another movie corner. And today we are doing Menace to Society. Somebody did suggest it. Let me tell you something. For those that's asking and putting, the suggestions in the comments, you don't have to, but if you want to, that's fine. But when I had asked about it on my community post a while ago. I wrote all of that down, like I typed it all up. It's a long paper, so I have it stored, and I'm just checking off the list and checking off the list. But so if I haven't gotten to something, just know I'm human, but I'm eventually gonna get to it. It may take a while, but I'm gonna get to it, cause honestly, I love doing movie corner more than anything right about now because I'm discovering a lot of stuff that I probably missed over or never saw before. Case in point, Menace to Society. Girl, I don't think this is gonna be a long video, but at the same time, let's just talk about it, okay? Menace to Society was one of those movies that was coming out during a wave of a lot of black movies that was talking about life in the hood of LA, in California, in LA, what is it, Compton, Inglewood, all of the places that were supposed to be heavily gang affiliated, right? And then the way that it was portraying black folks, and it was giving the side that they don't want you to see, but we have to put it out there. That's how I look at these movies. Like, it's not glorifying the gang life. It's not glorifying the hood life, the bad parts of it or whatever, even though that's what's being displayed. It's just showing this is the reality of what was going on back then. And even to this day, like, people living in a lot of mess and still got the gang. Like, it's 2024 and this gangster still going around. Like, the fact that gangs have not been extinct and all of that is just really crazy to me. Granted, I know when they started way before, you know what I'm saying? But when they initially started, they were starting on positivity, and then it just became real negative, like real negative. And it ain't, and it's just so crazy to me when you think about gangs or whatever, and especially when they talk about LA and all that stuff. The main gangs that they talk about, the Crips and the Bloods and stuff, but it's like, it's so much more. It's Latino gangs, it's white gangs, and even if you do think gangs these days, no one thinks of the white gangs, okay? Like, it's so many of them out here. It's so many out here in Chicago. Like, baby, we got all types of them, okay? Just like I'm pretty sure, what is it, California do, everybody else, they're everywhere, okay? But, of course, the ones that get heavily highlighted are the black and Latinos. But, hey, it is what it is. That's how they do us anyway. But, the other ones are just as bad, okay? If not, probably worse. But at the same time, which irks me, because then that's where they get the black on black crime phrase, as if white people don't be killing their own people too, and Asian gangs be going against Asian gangs, and Latino gangs be going against Latino gangs. We don't be hearing no Latino on Latino crime, or white on white crime, or Asian on Asian crime. I can go on, but we not gonna do that. But I'm just saying, okay. But we get up into the movie, and first of all, before we get into the movie, I will say this is like the first time I've seen a few of these movies multiple times. Like The Boys in the Hood. I love Boys in the Hood. Okay, I was about to say The Boys in the Hood. Girl, please, let's get it correct. I love Boys in the Hood. This back in the day when I actually really liked Ice Cube. He's on my list right about now, and I like Cuba Gooding Jr. when Cuba Gooding Jr. was Cuban Gooding Jr. You know what I'm saying? When he was first really starting out. And you had Lil Nia Long up in there, and you had Lawrence Fishburne. You had Angela Bassett playing the mama for a quick second. People like that. It was cute. Well, it wasn't cute, but it was a good movie. It really was a good movie with a good message behind it, if you ask me. Then you had Poetic Justice, Janet and Tupac, two of my favorite people, and Regina Hall, not Regina Hall, but Regina King, three of my favorite people. So that was a good movie too. But then you get Menace to Society, and I don't know, as I'm sitting back watching it, this is not one of those movies that I could sit and watch multiple times. Like, I could sit and watch Boys in the Hood. For some reason, it just gets me. You know what I'm saying? I could sit and watch Poetic Justice and any other movie like that on this realm multiple times back to back. But as I'm looking at Menace to Society, I feel like it's my least favorite out of all of them. You know, my least go-to. First of all, you can tell it was an independent movie, or it was, you know, independently funded. Some people getting their first chances of acting, like Taryn. I think his name is Taryn. We're gonna call him Ty. Who was playing Caine, you know what I'm saying? But then you get people like Lorenz Tate. I don't know if this was Lorenz Tate's first movie, but the way that he was acting in it, it was the acting that was throwing me off so bad, you know. And you got Clifton Powell. If you don't know who Clifton Powell, all I can say is Pinky, okay? What's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? That is my favorite role of his, but he is on everything, okay? The last thing I think I seen him on was and excuse the noise, I'm sorry if it's louder than most. I got the window open because I ain't finna turn the heat down because I don't know when the heat gonna go up or down. But it's like 70-something degrees outside right about now. Okay. March 3rd, 70-something degrees outside. But anyway, so Clifton Powell just be on everything, you know. And the last thing I seen him on that I can remember was when he was on Family Business, the BET show. And, you know, he just played random characters, but he played them well. And I actually, you know, I like the characters that he do play. I think I might do The Brothers because he played the daddy on The Brothers. And that's one of the movies that I haven't seen in a long time. That falls into that range too. But also, you have Jada Pinkett. And we just gonna call her Jada Pinkett because that's what she was back then. She wasn't Smith yet. And you also had old boy that played in Fresh. You had Samuel L. Jackson that was on here playing Caine's daddy. And I don't know, was that the lady that played Mama Pope that was playing her his mama? Put it down in the comments because I don't feel like looking it up because you know they ain't gonna give you the side characters that really didn't have that much of an influence. But whatever. So you got those people, right? And it was cool. Junior was up in here. Look, I told y'all this before. Junior from the Players Club will forever be Junior on everything, all right? Till this day, I don't know that man's name, and I had to look it up because I want to see how he look and see if he still look the same because every time I see him, he look the same. That baby face, you know? But anyway, this movie came out in 1993, right? And I see, like, the problem that I have with it is the fact that the main character, I really feel like they just got him because he looked cute. I really do. He's very small. He's soft-spoken a little bit. And he's a cutie. Ain't gonna lie. He's a cutie, okay? But I don't know. The acting just really wasn't there for me. You know, I was so tired of seeing him spitting. Like, I said, you know what? Usually I love some big lips, but you got to learn how to control your soup coolers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see me sometimes, I be stumbling. You know what I'm saying? And I have to easily and hurry up, correct myself, whatever. Sometimes these lips, they be a little bit dangerous. You know what I'm saying? It makes your mouth a little bit heavy, you know? And I feel like that's what was going on with him, too, up in this movie because it was like, every time, you know, he was overacting. But then again, he probably was really acting. I can't really tell. That's up to y'all to judge. Because, like, the amount of spit and slapperer that was coming out of his mouth throughout this whole movie. I mean, god damn. When he was throwing up in that toilet, when he was, I don't know, I think even the police had got him or whatever. He was on the car and all that spit came out his mouth. When he got shot the first time, the spit came. I was like, damn. It was just a lot. It was a lot, child. I was like, oh my God. Mind you, what did it for me, what kind of make this movie like not the best to me, because Lorenz Tate character, and I understand that he's playing old dog, okay? His character's playing old dog, and you know, he's the one that you really got to look out for. That, and we know people, I'm pretty sure at least some of us know a person or heard of a person like an old dog character. And those people like old dog are really the dangerous ones that you really are scared of and afraid of. Because when they said in the movie that he really was just young and he didn't give a fuck about nobody, he really did it. And then you don't realize how young that they are, right? He is still a minor throughout this whole movie. So he's younger than Caine. And I was sitting here, but he act older than him because of the actions that he do. You know what I'm saying? He out here killing and taking out people and jacking and all this stuff, and you don't see his parents, you don't see his family, you don't see nothing. The only people that you see him associated around is the niggas in the neighborhood, right? I guess that's his quote unquote family, and they seem like older men against him, right? Then you have another friend, Stacy or whatever, who I think he's around the same age as them as well, but he had opportunity to get out the hood, go play football, and but I think that's what he was going to do at the end of the movie. They was trying to get him and everybody to go out there to Kansas City, to go play football, right? But and he had multiple kids. That scene when they was riding that car and you see the baby doll and a pack of Pampers in the back. I said, what in the world? But anyway, we get into the movie, right? We find out about Caine. When he was younger, his daddy is a drug dealer. He used to have a little job here and there, but mainly he was a drug dealer, played by Samuel L. Jackson, right? And his mama was a heroin addict, okay? And he was like, he done seen his mama get her ass whooped a few times, because there was times where the mama smoked up his stuff before he can even sell it, right? So he had to take care of her ass, like he had to whoop her ass. So he grew up in a household full of violence and negativity and hopelessness, and despair. And it was like, you shouldn't even be surprised that that's the same route that he went down, because either you're going to follow the footsteps of what you saw as you was growing up, or you're going to go the opposite direction. And he literally followed the footsteps. He was a young kid. He saw his daddy kill somebody because the dude owed the daddy money. And the dude basically told him to suck his dick. Okay, and said he'd give his money when he want to give his money. I said, now hold on. You took money from him. He a drug dealer. I don't understand why he was sitting there all big in his chest talking to him like that. And then he got blown away and ain't nobody do nothing about it, And I was just like, wow. Mind you, the little boy, Little Caine, was played by a little Ahmad from Soul Food when he was younger than that. I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know that. But then you get into that and you get his backstory. We see, what's his name, Purnell or Purcell. Purcell was his father's friend, right? And so just think about that. Purcell is his father's friend. So I'm going to assume that Purcell and his father are somewhat in the same age range, right? And that was striking to me because, of course, he was looking at Purcell probably like an uncle, at the time when his father was alive. That's the person you go out to try to, kick it with them when you're supposed to be in the bed, give him this little first swig of alcohol and all that stuff. But his father eventually wound up getting killed, in a drug deal, I guess. The mama at one point got strung out and she died of an overdose, okay? So he had to go stay with his grandparents. And when we see him, he actually does graduate from high school, even though he say that he basically wasn't even there half the time, but he graduated on time. So, hey, they was happy about that because it was hopelessness for him. They probably thought that he wasn't going to be able to do it because he was out there in the street selling drugs and doing all that stuff. And then when you got a friend like O-Dog, like, come on, what did you expect? Because when the movie first comes on, it sets the tone. They are going to a store, a Korean store, a store run by Koreans, okay? And this is the thing that always get people in their feelings when it comes to situations like this. Like, why is it that the corner stores, especially back then and even now too, some of the corner stores or most of the corner stores are in the hood, okay, are ran by non-black people and non-Hispanic people, or I should say non-Latino people, you know what I'm saying? But yet, you are in our neighborhood, and I don't want to sound racist or prejudiced or bigoted or whatever, but I'm just saying this is the thought process. You are in our neighborhood, meaning that you are in a neighborhood predominantly full with black and brown people, but yet you feel uncomfortable and you feel the need to set up shop in our neighborhood with our people and then to racially profile them and be scared of them when they come into your stores. And the way that lady was all up, it's like, if you didn't want to go through that, why are you in this particular neighborhood? Because that's what, because black people will spend money anywhere. And that's just what it is. Poor people, poverty-stricken people will spend their money, their last, anywhere. And you knew that's why they come to our neighborhoods, whatever, because they know it's a moneymaker. We may be poor as hell. We may be on our last, but we going to go to the store and get some snacks. Okay? We going to go to the store and get something to drink. That's just what it is, and it's unfortunate, right? It reminds me of Fighting Temptation when they was trying to open up them stores and put up them liquor, sell that liquor in all these little stores in the hood, you know? Somewhat like Pootie Tang, too. You know what I'm saying? Pootie Tang was a crazy movie, but Pootie Tang actually had a message to it, believe it or not. But anyway, we'll get into that later. So you got that going on, right? And then it was just the blatantness. I've never had, well, I was accused. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Because in this particular one, when O-Dog and Caine go into the store, they minding their business. Yeah, they kind of talking loud because it's mostly O-Dog. He just real loud and rambunctious and he don't care, okay? And he go... Apologies. He goes into the store. Caine is there to get some drink, you know, and I noticed that in these LA movies, the drink of choice is OE. Y'all ain't got no OE. So old English. I said, girl, that just feels real old. I hope they make it, you know, because wow, they've been quiet all day. And it's like as soon as I press record, here we go. But anyway, I apologize again. And so, you know, Caine, and you know, honestly, I don't fault the store owners for being upset at the fact that they was opening up the liquor and drinking it inside the store like that before they even paid. I would feel some type of way about that too. But it was the fact that that lady, the Korean lady, came over there and literally as soon as they came into the door, her eyes was on them. You know what I'm saying? They go back there to the fridge and she going right there trying to act like she dusting and putting stuff away. Baby, you are literally on their ass, okay? And I wasn't mad at them for calling her out. And then she gonna say something, hurry up and buy. Baby, you know what? As I was looking at this movie, I was like, oh my God, that's where this came from. And that's where this came from when I used to, you would look at, what, Don't Be a Menace in South Central. Bitch. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and go. Okay. I said, oh my God, why y'all doing this? And that was, they basically was racially profiling them and acted like, you know, they either shouldn't be in there, like you in our neighborhood, but you act like you don't want our business, but you do want our business. So then you still feel like the need that you can like disrespect us and everything. Even though, you know, they was a little loud, but they really wasn't causing trouble. They just came up in there and it's like, you don't want the money or whatever. Like, you know, they're going to pay the money or whatever. And you get a person who is a hothead and who don't really give a damn about life, like O-Dog, and he just wound up going back and forth with the store owner who was behind the register, the guy. And when he did all of that, dude said something about, you know, I know your mama mad at you or something, said something really that was negative about his mama, like how your mama raised you or whatever, something like that, which caused him to turn around and to say, what you said about my bitch, that was on South Central. That's where he got that from. What you say about my mama? And then he turned around and just popped him in the head a couple of times. He shot him. And then I'm just sitting here like, oh my God, you know, this is how we opening up the movie. And I was just like, really, this is how we doing this? And so not only do that happen, he forces the lady to go back and give him the tape, which I was surprised that he was smart enough to do that. But then he wound up killing her too, which of course it only kind of makes sense because, you know, she probably would have told anyway. And this literally was around the time after the Watts riots or the LA riots, because when the movie comes on, it gives you the history of the racial tensions that been going on between blacks and the cops and other, you know, minority groups. You know, you had the Watts riots, and then you had the Rodney King, the LA riots due to Latasha, I hope I'm saying her name out, but Latasha, when she got killed, the black girl, 14-year-old who got killed, who got murdered by the Asian shop owner, you know, just for getting some orange juice. And she shot her dead in the head for no reason. And then Rodney King, the verdict coming out that the cops that, you know, brutally beat him, were found not guilty, even though it was on tape that they did this and he did absolutely nothing to them, right? That justified this. And so now you got all of this tension going on. And I was just really surprised that he went on ahead and he got the tape. And once he got the tape, what bothered me about that whole situation was you smart enough to get the tape, right? But you're stupid enough to sit down on multiple occasions and watch the tape with your so-called friends in the hood and just be glorifying it. The way that they were so desensitized to the taking people's lives and, you know, doing murders and you know, hurting people and just living life like that. It's just really sad. It's almost they didn't have nowhere to go. At one point, when Kevin, aka O-Dog, came over to pick up you know, what's his name? Caine, once he got out of the hospital, so that they can go kick it or whatever, the grandfather tried to talk to him. And at one point when they left, you know, the grandfather is one of those people that spew some scriptures at you left and right. Honestly, I love the Lord and I read the Bible all the time, but I don't need you to spew no, tell me no, you know, everything to be about a scripture this and a scripture that. That'll irritate me so much and that'll make me tune out. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you got to ease it in there. You can't just keep on doing it so much and be so heavy-handed with it. That'll turn a person off when we're trying to bring people in. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like because they're young, they're not trying to hear that, of course, you know. And so O-Dog, he already feel like his life is hopeless. The granddaddy asked, do you want to live or do you want to die? And then I think Caine said he don't know. And even O-Dog, he don't care about this because he don't care. He has no aspirations. He has no hopes of getting out. He has no dreams. Even Caine at one point, when they was trying to convince him to go to Kansas City with them, Stacy and what's his name? Sharif? The friend that was Muslim and that was spitting all the my brother this and my brother that, you know, trying to get them to stop doing what they was doing. But at the same time, Caine said, I ain't never leaving this place. I was like, wow. So all you want to do is go out here, sell drugs and get money? That's it? And then what you going to do? Jack people and live your life on the edge. And it's like you saw how that life led to your father's death. You saw how that life led to your mother's death. You saw how that life led to Purcell, who was like a father figure to you after your father died when you was 10 years old, led him to jail in prison for life. You know, he's never getting out. And it's like, you still want to go down that road. None of these people are still out here doing anything that influence you to do this. Their life is either taken either by death or by the prison system. And you still want to be out here. And I was just like, wow, you know, and we see that. It shouldn't be surprising, but we see it so much. We see it so much. And it's just like, I hate it though. I hate it though, because some of these kids really be out here and people be thinking that they really don't have a choice. They really don't have anything else to do. They don't have the opportunity. They don't have nobody in their corners. And it's a really sad outlook on life. It really is. You got all of that going on, and you have a graduation party that happens for what's his name? Caine, and his cousin from Long Beach takes him there. They leaving out to go get some food, and they wind up getting jacked at the light. And the cousin getting jacked for his ride, who was also a hustler as well, he getting jacked for his ride. And instead of just going ahead and giving it up, mind you, the car that pulled up next to him, you got 3-4 niggas that got guns out. And I'm not talking about just a Glock or whatever. I mean, shotguns and everything. Okay? So my whole thing is, what exactly did the cousin think that he was going to do? Hell roll. What did you think that your little pistol shooter was going to do? Okay, compared to the stuff that they had, that little Glock that you had, it was a pistol shooter compared to them. Okay, it was pew pew. That's what it was. What did you think was going to happen? He told Caine to get up out the car, and he said, man, I ain't even finna go out like that. I said, really? Really? You lost your life because you didn't want to go out like that, your pride or whatever? Niggas, get your car taken. And take care of it later when you could get, because that's what y'all was going to do anyway. Y'all was going to come back for the people that took your car. He wound up getting shot and killed in the car. And they still jacked it. And Caine got shot. That's how he got shot in the shoulder. Caine was acting baby. When I first saw this, I was like, oh my God, that's a lot of blood. Did he get shot? No, he just got shot in the shoulder. I said, he was acting, girl. That was like, nigga was acting like he was literally on death's door. I said, that was a lot of blood. I said, did it hit an artery or something? Because he was bleeding profusely, you know? And I was like, damn. But yeah, it was bothering me. Baby, that scene when they went up into that hospital and they was like, well, you gotta fill out these papers. The nigga is bleeding the fuck out. Get me a goddamn doctor. So that scene up in Don't Be a Menace to South Central, when they was waiting for that doctor and they had all them people that was waiting, it was like number 900 something, and it was still people that was waiting, and somebody was on fire, somebody was a skeleton. I said, this don't make no sense. You see all these on their deathbed literally just leaking, and you said, fill out these papers. Baby, give me a doctor right quick. Okay, give me a goddamn surgeon, all right? Before I pass out in this room, and then y'all gonna be held accountable for it. Then, you know, it eventually gets back to them, to the police that, you know, about this shooting that happened at the store. Because Caine, old dog, and another dude, they go out trying to jack this car for Chauncey, which is played by Clifton Powell. He had some white dude come over there to the crib or whatever, and he wanted him to get this car. Okay, they try to go jack it, but the security guard that was in the booth called the police, and they got caught, right? And so you had the detective dude, and that's where that famous line, you know you fucked up, right? May he rest in peace. You know you fucked up, right? And so he did trip him up. And Caine is not the nigga that you want to do some crime with and then to get investigated with by the cops, because the way that he was stumbling and bumbling, baby, I would have locked him up just for that. I'm sorry, because I'm like, no, you're lying. Get your story together, okay? And it felt like any moment he was gonna flip and say, I mean, yeah, this is what happened, because he was like, yeah, I mean, no, I mean, yeah, I mean, so what happened was, yeah, at 11 o'clock, 10, 12, he didn't change. I said, why are you agreeing if you don't know? Just be quiet. Just be quiet. See, y'all be acting y'all act like y'all so grown, but you really not. You're really just dumb kids. That's what it is, right? And so you got that going on. Really, then we get introduced to the way people used to talk about this movie or talk about Jada Pinkett being in this movie. I actually thought that she had a way bigger part in this movie than she did. I thought it was like she was going to be literally throughout in multiple scenes, and she really wasn't. The first time we see her, Caine was talking to her son, about to buy him a new big wheel, came over to the crib, gave them some money, but then was playing with the gun. Like, you could tell the different atmosphere. She is literally the type of person that lives in the hood because, unfortunately, she ain't got that much. You know, she's trying to go to school. She got a baby. She's unwed. She's single with a child. And she's trying to do the best that she can, and also trying to parent the best that she can and get that negative influence away from her child so that he won't grow up, even though they're in the hood, and be like the people in the hood that's out here shooting and doing all the violence. But yet, you got Caine still coming over to your house, who is literally in the heart of doing all of this stuff and being an influence on your son. You know, that scene where he was playing with he literally, why would you take the gun out in front of the boy? He's a little boy. He's going to be concerned. He want to know what's going on. And then you trying to show him how to shoot or whatever just because that's what happened to him when he was younger. Like, no, it's history literally repeating himself. And that's how the cycle keep going and the generational curses keep going and going and on, because you got that person that ain't going to you need a person that's going to break it. And he just wasn't the one, right? So she gets upset at that. And, you know, eventually she wants to leave. She finally, she didn't want to take the money that he was giving her. Mind you, she is Purcell's girl. Okay, quote unquote girl. And the father of her son, Anthony. Anthony is 5 years old. Now, my whole thing is this, and I had asked this on Twitter, and I don't know if anybody got back to me, but, let me see. Hold on one second, y'all. Somebody said, because I said how old was her character, and somebody said probably around Jada age at the time, which was 23, 24. Or she could have been between 21 and 22. And so either way, it still was very, very like one of those moments like, ew. Because if she 23, 24, you crushing on a just now turned 18-year-old, which means you've been crushing kind of since he was younger than that. You know what I'm saying? They did act on it eventually. And I was just like, if she was 21, 22, it's still kind of bad because technically speaking, you are the adult, but I'll let it kind of slide because 18, 21, whatever, but at the same time, those feelings didn't just develop as soon as he turned 18 because he literally just turned 18. And this movie took place throughout a span of probably a couple of months because it was literally right after he graduated from high school, that summer. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even make it the full summer. You know what I'm saying? So that means that these feelings or whatever, because he was always coming over, checking on the son, checking on her, whatever, because again, he already said Purcell was like a father to him. That's what he said when he went down there to the prison and actually spoke to him or whatever. And so he said he wouldn't step over that line, even though he had a thing for her. Ronnie, that's her name. He had a thing for her. Of course, she's cute. She's a beautiful woman. But at the same time, she a grown woman, technically speaking. And you could tell by the way that she held herself, carried herself, she was mature. But my thing is, why they had them going together eventually, having sex on the night of the party, the going away party they was having with everybody up in the house, okay? And that bothered me. I was just like, something about this just don't feel right. And even what didn't really feel right and then when they were doing it, y'all, they had an R. Kelly song playing in the background. I said, what the fuck? I said, oh my God, y'all did not know. Y'all did not know, because what we know now, it's just like so ironical. But even if you were like, I'm okay with them doing it because he was 18, she was 21 or 22, whatever, but she got a 5-year-old, right? So let's say she was 21. She has a 5-year-old, and that means that she gave birth when she was 16, right? And so if she was 22, 17. If she was 23, 18. Either way, she was a teenage mother. She had a teen pregnancy and she got pregnant by somebody that was older, way older than her. And that is the issue that I have. And the way that they glossed over that, because unfortunately, they glossed over the part. They didn't even touch on the part that Purcell literally was a grown-ass man who was friends with Caine's friend, daddy. So I'm just going to assume that he's around the same age as Caine's daddy. And y'all saw how old his daddy looked, right? But at the same time, it's just like, wow. So you mean to tell me you got this teen pregnant, and then you get in prison for life or whatever? So you leave her with that responsibility, and I'm sitting here like, I mean, if they got together, you can't be mad at the lady for going with whoever she needs to be with, and then talk about something, I love you and all that stuff. I'm sitting here like, what? This is a child compared to you, bitch. What was the age gap between him and her? That disturbed me watching it. See, when you look at things that came out back in the day with the adult eyes of today eyes and how things are today, you look at stuff and you just be cringing a little bit. At least I do. I'm like, that is not right, right? And then you letting this young boy who don't know nothing about life outside of the hood want to raise your son. Mind you, he fucked around and got another girl pregnant and then didn't want to take the responsibility for that. And then that ultimately caused his death. Because that's literally what happened. First of all, girl, don't call me in the middle of the night when I'm in the bed asleep, okay, and tell me some news about some unless you're telling me that somebody died or whatever, or somebody in the hospital. Don't call me and tell me no. Girl, wait till the morning and when I'm fully up and I can process what's going on. Called that man and said that she was pregnant. He said, bitch, We had a condom on, and that ain't my fault. And so because of that, she wound up telling her cousin, the cousin Junior, went over there, whooped his ass, or tried to, and they whooped his ass, okay? They whooped the fuck out that nigga. I said, goddamn, I will say this, Caine was holding his own throughout the whole movie. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that. Even to the end, okay? You know, because Caine was that type of nigga that really, when we talk about, we hear so much about people always picking up the gun and shooting instead of just fighting. Caine will fight before he'll pick up the gun. Old dog, on the other hand, he will pick up a gun and shoot people just for fun. When the crackhead wanted was trying to buy some stuff from him, but he ain't had the money, and he was trying to give him a cheeseburger, and he said, I'll suck your dick if you give me some stuff or whatever. He got so offended by that he shot him and killed him. I said, what? See, that was, it didn't feel no way about it. Did not feel no way about it. And it was just really like, wow. And sometimes the way that they were so desensitized to the violence that was going on, it made me, after looking at this, made me think like, damn, am I that way? Meaning that because I see it so much, or I seen it so much, I hear about it so much, like when the summertime, especially around here in Chicago, in certain areas, when the weather gets warm, just expect to hear that somebody gonna get shot. Multiple people might gonna get shot, and by the end of the summer, multiple people probably gonna die. Okay, we're gonna hear about it each week. We're gonna hear that somebody got shot, somebody fatally died, or whatever. And I'm at the point like, I mean, it's the same. It comes just as natural as breathing. Like, that's just what it is. And it's like, am I desensitized to it or whatever? And I don't know, probably am. I'm like, oh damn, should have got shot. Chicago. That's all you can say. That's all you can say. And I don't want y'all to use this as a reason not to come out here and visit, because just like every city, every state, there is a bad part or whatever. Same thing with Chicago. There's a couple of bad neighborhoods, but if you're coming out here to visit, the tourists don't come to the hood, okay? Unless you on that lame shit trying to go out there to O Block because you want to see where, what's his name? Oh my God, what is his name? Damn it. Not Chief Keef, but, child, I feel ashamed because I know this nigga. My cousins used to hang out with him and all that stuff. What Asian brass? Not Chief Keef, but damn. Oh, fuck me. Caine Vaughn. There it is. Caine Vaughn. Girl, I said, and it was right there at the tip of my tongue, and it was going to bother me until I found Caine Vaughn then. Because everybody want to go to Old Block. You're like, girl, get the fuck out of here with that shit before you get yourself hurt. Okay? That ain't all of Chicago. Like, you come out here to Chicago, the tourists go out, and the people that visit, y'all go up on the Gold Coast area. Y'all go to downtown, which is beautiful. You come out here to the lake. I live by the lake, okay? Because I was out there earlier, you know what I'm saying? And beautiful, just beautiful. Like, our city is very beautiful. Yeah, we got a couple of parts that you don't want to visit and you got to be a little careful for, but you're not going there when you come out here. Just like if I'm going to California, I ain't going to the hood, bitch. I'm going to the, girl, put me in a tourist place, okay? I want to see the sights, you know? That shit. You know, that's just how it is. But anyway, you got that going on, and I don't know, like, that was just real crazy. All it is, and then Old Dog, always in these movies, is the one that should have gotten, you would expect, because they're the ones that's so out there doing the most or whatever. You would expect them, by the end of the movie, to be gone. No, they still out here surviving and breathing. The one that you least expect, or you kind of see is going down that path, but you think is about to change their ways, because eventually you get Caine, because he got kicked out of his grandmama's house, his grandmama's granddaddy house, and was like, you gotta get the fuck out. You know, especially after he got hurt. he had got hurt. I think he got beat down or something by the police. They had pulled up on him and all that stuff, and some other stuff was going on. And his grandparents kicked him out, and he was like, I'm finna leave to Atlanta because Ronnie all of a sudden get a job in Atlanta, you know. And so she was trying to convince him to come down there with her. And I'm sitting here like, I mean, I get that you're trying to get him out of this environment, but it's mostly because you have feelings for him. But at the same time, you don't want that type of element around your son. It was a contradiction, and I don't think she realized it. Because I feel like she thought that she probably was saving him from this environment, but yeah, he still had that ingrained in him. And he could go down to Atlanta and easily, y'all see what's going on BMF. He could easily go down there and just start up with the next crew of niggas down there and do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to want to change. And I don't think he was ready to change yet. I think he was on that course of trying to, but was he fully ready to? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But he took the first step by trying to get out the neighborhood. But I feel like if he would have made it to Atlanta, he probably would have stayed down there for a couple of months, and then he would have went right back, because he wouldn't have been able to hack it. Because he would have been like, oh, this is boring. Ain't nothing going on. Ain't no excitement happening. Or he would have linked up with people that he shouldn't have linked up with, and still would have gotten into the same trouble and issues that he was going through in California down in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel would have happened if he would have made it. But you got all of that. And at that party, Chauncey was just being so touchy-feely on Ronnie because he was drunk. And the fact that he basically was he was roughing her up in her own place because she wouldn't give him none or whatever. And then because of that, Caine, and this is especially right after they just had sex, Caine went over there and pistol whipped him for real, for real. He gets in his feelings and he turned that tape in to the cop. Because he got his ass whooped by Caine. And what pissed me off about that whole scene was they saw what he was doing and nobody got up and did anything about it. I cannot stand that shit. You see he is over here literally harassing and assaulting this woman, and you're in her house, and you just gonna be like, yo, look what he doing. Why he acting like that? But nobody's getting up and trying to stop him. Nobody's saying, yo, Chauncey, chill. Nobody's doing that. Well, it took for Caine and Caine probably wouldn't have did it either had he not fucked her. I'm just saying, let's be real. Everybody else was just sitting there doing nothing. He probably would have followed the crowd a little bit. And so, you know, because of that, your ego got bruised. It's fuck Caine now, and let me turn him in by, turning into this video. But at the end of the day, they probably would have gave Caine, some jail time if it would have happened. He would have went to jail eventually. And truth be told, I feel like Old Dog probably got picked up too and went to jail. If he would have did a part 2, he would be in jail. Because if that tape got put out there, they did say at one point Old Dog was going from house to house because, and then I think they was trying to find Chauncey too. Something happened to Chauncey that he wound up getting arrested, and it was a good thing that he got arrested, because if Old Dog would have found him, Old Dog would have killed him, because you turned in that tape and you're literally turning in evidence and showing proof that Old Dog actually was the one who killed that Korean shop owner. And if you look at the whole thing, Caine didn't have nothing to do with it. He was just minding his business, drinking a drink, and he was shot, And so they still would have been like, you're an accessory to murder because you didn't say anything. Even though you could see clearly that you could tell that he didn't know that was going to happen, but you still an accessory, and he would have been to jail too, And so I was just like, that's crazy. Y'all just letting y'all lives go down to waste or whatever. Meanwhile, you got that going on, and he eventually, as they was getting ready to go to Atlanta. And again, you have to be careful. It's so crazy how the streets really didn't, like, a drug dealer didn't kill him. Like, he didn't get killed over a drug deal gone bad. He didn't get killed because he jacked a car or whatever, or the police took him out or anything like that. He literally got killed over a woman. And this was because, and it wasn't even a woman per se, because it started off as that. When the girl that told him, I think her name was Alina, told him that she was pregnant, and he said, girl, it ain't mine, hung up the phone, sent her cousin over there, and then the cousin got beat up. Now, see, the cousin was coming over there because he was trying to protect his cousin. Fine, understandable. But I'm sitting here like, okay, cool. So because you get beat up and your ego get fucked up, you come back and retaliate, not with let's do a one-on-one, let's box this out or whatever. You retaliate by getting 4 niggas in the car, and y'all heard how I say car? You know, that's the LA coming out, that car, you know. You get 4 niggas in the car, and y'all go do a drive-by on the whole everybody. Mind you, it's so crazy how when they was about to do that drive-by or try to go find the dudes that did Harold, his cousin, he was in the backseat of the car saying basically he's not going to kill any elders and he's not killing kids. He's not for that. Then you get these niggas that's in the car talking about something, I don't give a fuck. Whoever's around, we taking them out. I said, God damn. And they meant that shit. Because as soon as they pulled up, they just started, you know, the little boy was out there on his bike. And if, honestly, I know this is kind of selfish, and that would have been selfish, but it goes to show that Caine did have some whatever moral character or whatever. He did care or whatever about the little boy especially, because he could have just said fuck that and ran for cover himself, and he probably would have survived it. He probably would have survived that drive-by. But he was more so concerned about the little boy, which I'm so glad that he did. He sacrificed himself. Because he ran towards the bullets to try to shield the boy. Because he was just sitting out there like this. I said, nigga, if you don't get your little ass. But then again, I feel like the little boy at that point, he was in the safest position. He was in the safest position because all them bullets was spraying. Sharif got hit. He was one of the most innocent ones. And I said, damn it, it always happened that way. The main person that is doing good and innocent, they be the main ones that get hurt and lose their life. And that's what happened with Sharif. You know, he was trying to get them out this life, and he wound up getting taken down by the same bullets that he was trying to stop them from doing. You know, and that was so crazy. And who's still standing? At the end of the day, who's still standing? Oh, dog. Bitch, that made me so fucking mad. That made me so mad. I said, oh my God, you should have died. You should have died. You know, I'm like, listen, Lorenz Tate still look like that. Lorenz Tate will forever have a baby face. That man gonna be 80 years old and probably look like he probably gonna age probably a good 5 years more at 80. That's it. So he gonna, instead of looking like he 30, at 80 he gonna be looking like he 35. Listen, the genes are gening, okay? But yeah, he sacrificed himself and saved that little boy, and basically that was it. He died. I mean, more of the story is street life. And Purcell told him, get off that street and take care of my son and show him that you don't need to do the shit that we did. You know, I'm still stuck on the Purcell being with Ronnie. Ronnie was a child, and you fucking around with her. Like, the boy that she with, her son is 5 years old. Oh my God. Like, ugh. Wow. Wowzer. But yeah, Menace to Society, it's not a bad movie. I just couldn't stand. You want to know what turned me off? First of all, Caine, the actor, he act better up in as he got older. I liked him better when he was in Belly. You know, he was hilarious in Belly, and everything else. But on here, you could tell this is probably like his first real acting gig, and not the best actor. Same thing with Lorenz Tate. And it wasn't because he wasn't acting right. It was all of the cuss words and everything. And mind you, I'm a cusser. He was just doing too fucking much. And I was like, damn. Because at one point, I want to know. Because it just sounds so fucking real. When it was coming out of Lorenz, I said, was this improv? Because you can't tell me that you was writing all these motherfuckers and MFs and F this and this and all this stuff, you know, up in the script like that. It had to be improv. But more of the story is stay about them streets, girl. Stay about them streets. Anyway, you know, y'all tell me how y'all felt about this. Basically, y'all want me to, from what I was seeing in the comments, people was like, continue doing black movies, continue doing black movies. I'm going to do the majority of that, and then I'm going to randomly do another popular movie that's probably non-black or whatever. But, you know, for the audience sake, I'm going to keep on with this train. But you guys tell me how you feel about it, and, yeah, give your opinions, and let's talk. And I'll see you guys later. Peace. enjoy your week. Yeah, have a happy week. Hopefully everything goes well. I'll see you guys later.